Today, Factaholic is going to be bringing you a list of all the titans that may very well be appearing in the new MonsterVerse Godzilla series. But before we get into the list itself, we have a few more tongue-melting updates about the epic new series. So, according to latest reports, the new TV series is currently titled Hourglass and will be primarily focused on Monarch, and thus makes the title a reference to the logo, and casting for the series is currently underway, with a reportedly planned production to start this May. Furthermore, it's been confirmed that this new series will take place sometime after Godzilla's clash with the Mudo in the 2014 film, as one family deals with their ties to Monarch as the secret organization moves into action once the secret of the Titans is fully revealed to the world. So, keeping all those factors in mind, these are all the Titans you should be expecting to see in action very soon, along with a few other brand new monsters in the all-new MonsterVerse series. Number 1. Godzilla. Well, this one's a no-brainer, really. Godzilla is the main focus of attraction, and quite rightly so. After all, everything in and around the MonsterVerse revolves around the Big G. There's also the fact that he's the king of the monsters, so of course the Big G will be central to the series. Besides the mystery human family, I suppose. 2. Titanus Kong. Man, everybody loves the big monkey, and why wouldn't they? Kong is just so awesome, and the fact that despite being the underdog most of the time, he still fights his way out with sheer determination and raw strength. First, he takes on the big one from Skull Island. Then later, he even challenges Big G to finally fight alongside him and take down the very menacing Mechagodzilla. But what kind of role he's going to play in the series is still unheard of, but we're definitely going to see him at some point in the series. 3. Jinshin Mushi, Mudo Prime. Enter the Mudo Prime, the strongest, largest, and baddest Mudo the world has ever seen. This insane monster appears in the graphic novel Godzilla Aftershock, and according to the descriptions there, Mudo Prime is the parent superspecies to the Mudos, and this monstrosity can actually create massive earthquakes. Yeah, actual earthquakes. Also, we might finally begin to see this amazing Titan in action because the events of Godzilla Aftershock follow soon after the massive clash of the Big G and the two Mudos in San Francisco in the 2014 movie. So, yeah, seems like we're in for a treat here. Number 4. The Mudos. The Mudos are proper freaks of nature, and man, their eyes, those are easily one of the coolest looking ones out there. Also, it seems like there are quite a few of them in and around the world of MonsterVerse, because besides those in the 2014 movie, we saw the Mudo Prime in the Godzilla Aftershock graphic novel, as well as another one in the King of the Monsters film. Now, going by that pattern, we can clearly see these awesome monsters back in action again pretty soon. Number 5. Titanus Amhuluk. Of all the missing Godzilla Titans, Titanus Amhuluk seems among one of the most likely to appear in the new Godzilla series. And that's because we were already introduced to his designs in the Godzilla Dominion graphic novel, which also mentions that this fierce Titan even had a brief skirmish with Behemoth, splitting one of Behemoth's tusks with a single slash from his hand. However, Godzilla later intervened and shooed him away just like a good alpha does. Number 6. Titanus Nakika. Another amazing Titan that we've yet to see in action on screen so far, but did get a glimpse of in Godzilla Dominion graphic novel, Titanus Nakika, one beautiful looking monstrosity. Being named after an octopus god from the mythology of the Gilbert Islands, Nakika is basically the MonsterVerse's take on the mighty Kraken. So, given the possibility of seeing this beast in action, we're all pretty damn stoked. Number 7. Baphomet. So, we don't really know what Titanus Baphomet looks like, but if we go by its name, it's supposed to be goat-headed, which is straight up bizarre. But since the new series is coming along, it'll be pretty interesting to see how this insane entity fits the MonsterVerse storyline. I mean, I can definitely picture a scenario where a shady-looking cult worship him and how this could lead to the makings of another antagonistic monster. Number 8. Warbats. Feast your eyes upon Hollow Earth's most apex predators, the Warbats. The Titan superspecies looks like a monster at the very peak of its evolution, and I'm saying this because you don't always see a giant 1,000 or even sub-1,000 foot flying serpent, even in monster movies. We saw these bad boys in Godzilla vs. Kong last year, and we'd very well be expecting to see them again in the new series in case they plan to explore and follow up on the Hollow Earth as well. Number 9. Leviathan. Titanus Leviathan is supposedly a giant aquatic daikaiju who broke free from the Monarch outpost in Loch Ness after the alpha call from King Gadora. Given the timeline of the series, we can pretty much expect to see this missing Titan in action as well. Number 10. Mukela Mabembe. Another missing Titan who's ready to rock the small screen is Mukela Mabembe. We may have never seen what he looks like, but in the novelization, Mukela Mabembe is described as a gray quadruped with a pebbled reptilian back, with a head resembling an earless elephant, although his tusks point down instead of up. And for the rest of the details, I'm hoping that they show it all to us in the series itself. Number 11. Mothra. Designated by Monarch as Titanus Mothra in 2009, Monarch discovered Mothra's egg in a temple dedicated to her in China's Yunnan rainforest, the Temple of the Moth. With the confirmed timeline of the series, we might very well be in to see the events where the queen of the monsters hatches out from the egg and get a little more perspective on the benevolent entity. Number 12. Monster Zero. And here is King Gadora, the one who is many, the main baddie of King of the Monsters, and also the Big G's archenemy. And guess what? We're probably going to get to see him in action yet again, rising from his icy bed in Antarctica to finally awaken from his deep slumber and take the whole world by storm. That's Gadora in a nutshell for you in the Monsterverse. And it'll be quite interesting to see how the series incorporates the whole scenario. Number 13. Tiamat. We first saw Tiamat's design in the 2021 graphic novel Godzilla Dominion, and we'll sure as hell wait to see her finally in action in the new series as well. According to the events in Dominion, the colossal sea serpent was residing near one of Godzilla's old lairs in the Hollow Earth and attacked him when he came to reclaim it. Tiamat dominated much of the fight until Godzilla managed to bring her onto land, after which he was able to get Tiamat to submit and withdraw, which clearly means that this Titan is quite powerful. Forcing even the Big G to drag the fight on land is no mere feat at all. Number 14. Sekhmet. So it seems like we might finally be able to see the feline Titan from Egypt in action, along with the other missing Titans, of course. I mean, that's the whole point of making an entire new series with an entirely new partner, right? Number 15. Abaddon. Same goes for Abaddon. This one's a missing Titan too, and we just can't wait to see him in action and learn a little bit more about him soon. As far as the name goes, Abaddon is a biblical fallen angel, sometimes the angel of death, and sometimes the angel of destruction. Naturally, it'll be fascinating to see how it translates into Titan terms. Number 16. Yamato no Orochi. Well, we've already seen Yamato no Orochi in the Toho films, the Three Treasures in the Orochi, the Eight-Headed Dragon, so we do have a pretty good idea as to how it may look. Regardless, there's a high chance that the new series will finally give this monster the reception it deserves by finally introducing him into live action. Number 17. Typhon. Oh yes, I think we're finally in to see this crazy behemoth in action as well. You see, Typhon is a monstrous and powerful male serpentine giant in Greek mythology and the father of Scylla. He was one of the strongest creatures in all Greek myths, and Zeus could only beat him with the use of thunderbolts. So let's see how this big boy stands in front of the Big G. Number 18. Behemoth. As previously mentioned, the massive, mammoth, sloth-like beast of a Titan appears again in the Godzilla Dominion graphic novel after his spoils in King of the Monsters. So it's highly expected to see this furry giant back on the screen again, although this time around it's the small screen. Number 19. Quetzalcoatl. Last but not least, we have a deity who appears in Mesoamerican mythology, often depicted as a feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl. The Quetzalcoatl is actually one of the Aztec gods of creation and even regarded as the god of winds and rain, and this beast god entity was a boundary maker and transgressor between earth and sky. And with that, we've come to the end of this video too. Which Titan are you looking most forward to? Do let us know down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video thoroughly. Thanks for watching. Now, if you want to keep watching more videos like these, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and smash the bell icon too while you're at it. You're watching Factaholic. This is your host, Scott Leffler, signing off for now. Peace.